Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Tracy, and today we are cooking Knoephla soup. Now, I just want to make sure you understand there are as many different ways to make Knoephla soup as there are little German ladies. So I don't need any comments saying, that's not how you make it. Rah, rah, rah. We all make it a little different. This is how I make Knoephla soup. It's really easy peasy, whatever size pot you're using. Fill that about a fourth full of potatoes and then cover it with water. And the next thing we're going to add is some broth base. What I look for is no artificial flavors on the can, no MSGs, and that they use sea salt instead of regular salt. Those other, like the bouillon cubes, some of those are so salty that you can't even eat the soup. It's nasty. So I'm just going to put a big old spoonful in there. And I'm going to put 2. How do you know how much to put in, Tracy? Let it cook for a little bit and then taste it. If it needs more, put more in. Okay, so while that is warming up, I have it cooking about on medium. I don't want it to get too hot that it boils over, but it has, warm enough to boil. It just depends on your stove. Medium-ish. So usually I use like a yellow or white onion, but I'm using onions from my garden today. So chopping up some little garden onions, and then that way I can use the greens too on them. Once we get the onions and carrots in here cooking, we're going to start making the Knoephla. If you want, you can just purchase Knoephla. I think it's really expensive considering how easy it is to make, but if you want to, you go for it. I'm going to show you how easy they are to make. There's actually very few ingredients in Knoephla soup. Oh, I got to grab some of this broth before it gets too hot. I use the broth to make the Knoephla. So you don't want it to be hot. Otherwise, when you add the egg, you're going to have some scrambled eggs in there. Alright, now let's take enough onion. Alright, we got the carrots. Now the carrots, you can either shred them or just dice them up. Usually I also put celery in it. I don't have any celery, so I'm not putting that in there. So usually for the broth, it's potatoes, diced up potatoes, onions, carrots, and celery. And if you have your own soup, I just happen to be out of, I usually have my own chicken broth. So if you don't have any chicken broth, go ahead and use a soup base, chicken soup base. All right, and then I'm also going to add some Mrs. Dash. That's kind of all I really use, Mrs. Dash and pepper. It's my secret spice. Shh. All right, I've got my soup base with potatoes, carrots, onions, and some Mrs. Dash. Okay, while that is heating up, we're going to start mixing the Knoephla. They're really easy, a lot easier than you think. All you need is a little bit of your, I don't know, a ladleful of your chicken broth and an egg. We get little tiny eggs. Mine are farm fresh. Now I'm just making a really small batch of soup for 3 people. So go by how much you need. If you need a whole bunch of Knoephla, sometimes when I'm making it at work, I'll use 3-4 eggs and a whole bunch of broth and make a lot of Knoephla. But that's all you need in there. Throw some Mrs. Dash. About that much. Okay, and then we're gonna mix that up and add flour. So once we have our broth and egg mix stirred up, add some flour on top of that. And you're going to stir that up and knead it into a nice stiff dough. Keep adding flour till it's nice and stiff, and you can roll it into little logs. I like to just take little small pieces and just keep adding flour and knead them together. And once you get a stiff dough, it's a lot stiffer than regular dumplings. And just roll it into a little log. Ta-da! Like I said, easy peasy. Make sure to keep lots of flour on it. Then any extra flour you have, you can just throw that in the pot. Then once you've got all your little logs here, just put them all on a cutting board. And cut them into little cubes. Keep lots of flour on them and then they don't stick together. Okay, once your broth starts to boil a little bit, we're going to add our little dumplings. We're going to let those cook for a little bit, and the dumplings will float to the top when they're done. Then we just have one more step. So our dumplings have floated to the top. That means it's done. Take it off the heat and add some milk or cream. And then we're going to add some real butter and stir it up. And once that melts, we have a bowl of yummy goodness. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you give the soup a try. It's really not difficult to make at all. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And if you subscribe, hit the little bell so that you are notified whenever I post a new video. If there's anything you'd like me to cook, please let me know in the comments below, and I will make it for you. We'll see you next time. Bye.